Good afternoon, everybody. It's my pleasure to be here today and to welcome you to celebrate the life of Shaky, getting it mixed up. But yes, it's good of you to come today and to support the family and to remember to share your memories that you have of your life with him. It's not going to be a service really today, but it's just to welcome you and to thank you for coming, and know that you will give support to Kalia and Yanni in their grief and in their loss today. So I'm going to hand over to Kalia now, and she's going to do the eulogy, and then she'd like anybody, if you would like to come up and share some of your thoughts and happy times and fun times, perhaps, some other times that you shared with Shani. Shaky. Oh, get it. By the time I go home, I'll be right. But thank you for coming, and they would like you to share some of your thoughts and your memories that you had of him. So thank you again for coming, and I hope you really enjoy your time together.
First of all, I'm going to ask Carmel, Kev's elder sister, to come up and talk a little bit about the family. So, Carmel. Nice and easy slap there.
Thanks, everyone. I just wanted to give you an overview of Kevin. Kevin was my little brother, and he was born on the 11th of January 1961 in Ballarat in Victoria. If no one knows where that is, well, you can look that up. Kevin was the third child and second son of Robert Johnson and Monica Nebar Wise, and he was the third child of, in the end, 7 of us. So there was quite a crowd of us. Mum told me once that she named him Kevin because every Kevin she knew had a lovely nature and always had a smile on their face, which was Kevin. He was always the clown of the family. I remember Mum going crook one day when someone had lost their school shoes and said, "Has anyone seen shoes running around?" And Kevin goes, yeah, with feet in them. So he was, I can't remember a lot of things Kevin did as a child. It's funny, I've just gone blank on all of that. But I always remember Kevin was always welcome. It was great to always see Kevin. He always had a smile on his face. I felt really sad when he left home. As I said, I was excited when Carlia was born. I can remember that day very clearly, waiting for that phone call saying that she had finally arrived. And now it's just really sad that he's not here anymore. So, yeah, all our wishes. And we're going to miss him.
Andrew, would you like to come up? Andrew is a brother, because there's one of 7, and he'd like to say a few words as well.
I'm not Kevin, by the way. It's hard when you have to write for someone, but it also makes you feel a lot better. I did a big post on Facebook when I saw Kevin in hospital, how angry I was with cancer and everything. So everyone that, I know there's people out there that commented and made me feel better, so thank you. So The first home memory I have of Kevin is when I was wandering toddler and Mum and Dad picked me up from down the street, not too far. But we drove into the house and stopped for a minute or two before driving off. Kevin was in the yard, seemed pretty occupied and didn't even know if he'd seen us or not. He was very blonde and he kept his fair hair throughout his life, which I didn't. Kevin had a large variety of friends he made quite easily. His music brought in a lot of other musicians into the house that took over the lounge that I once heard Mum saying that she couldn't get to the TV. She eventually moved Kevin and his mates out to the small bungalow. Because of this and having all his mates jamming a lot or daily, I grew up this pretty much and missed out on a lot of commercial music playing on radios and things. I was listening to the real music. And I was wondering why schoolgirls were writing police on their school bags, so I just couldn't work it out. Yeah. He taught me a couple of guitar chords, and when I perfected it, he would show me the next chords. It wasn't a basic strum, it was like plucking top strings and plucking the bottom strings. And I never got to know what the next chords were, I never perfected it. His talent was a gift where, to Maureen's frustration, he never took lessons but spent time practicing them himself and coming out and asking us what we thought of this and what we thought of that, and played his new discovery. Kevin was a long-haired hippie. His guitar went with him wherever he went. He played it everywhere and used his talents for free food and board. We got this Labrador as kids named Blackie, that's the one on the CD, but Kevin thought that was racist and renamed him Bruce. Bruce was almost part of Kevin as his guitar. Bruce would wait for him outside classrooms, and even because of Kevin, Bruce was a part of a big dog clan in Ballarat. A mate of Chris turned in, a mate of mine, a mate of Kevin, then a mate of mine, and his dog and another dog were a team, and that was all because of Kevin. Kevin busted a lot, and one time the dog ranger approached him about Bruce. Kevin jumped up and said, "You're not taking him. Come on, Bruce," and ran away. Another time when the ranger did have Bruce, Kevin went and got him out of the pound, and we kids excited about Bruce coming home soon came to realise it was a different dog. Could you imagine poor Bruce when Kevin went in and Bruce was in the cage opposite? As I got older into the world, I quite often... As I got older into the world, I quite often got, "You're Kevin's brother, aren't you?" "Thank you, half a years." "Yes, I am." Something I would firstly jokingly deny, but immediately proudly replied that I was. I was never ashamed in being his brother. He was the type to admire and be proud of. He loved to party just like the next person, and that I did with him on several occasions. I'd like to tell you more, but I can't remember myself. Told my mum that he went and asked the doctor for a death certificate from failing to vote. The not so impressed doctor did issue a doctor's certificate stating unwell to vote. Something only Kevin would do. He made me laugh with his first aid certificate. He proudly presented it to anyone that was hurt or ill and said, "Does this make you feel better?" I went to this school and watched Kevin before he'd shake it, tired, or do a magic shake. Kevin played guitar throughout. These kids, after the show, probably about 8, 9 or 10 or something, where am I? Yeah, he came up to him and said, "You play a mean guitar, man." And his reply, "You ain't seen nothing." He had a huge ego on his talents, which I admired extremely. The caption on SoundCloud, the guitarist everyone wants to be. Kevin's passed his talents on to his daughter, this one here, Carmel, and leaves me to wish I had perfected those 2 chords he told me to learn and gain some more talent. Page 1 of 2. PTO. Rest in peace, my brother. Say hi to Mum and Dad, and when my number's up, I'll be with you.